Hey guys, okay, so we've seen some leaked Avengers 4 photos before, but this time we've got some footage for you guys to look at. So let's put this up on screen here.
Okay, so the first thing I noticed, there is actually some presence of the Hulk in this movie, so that's a good thing. A lot of people had complaints about in Avengers 3, there was no Hulk, well, just at the very start, and then he just hid after that, so we just had Bruce Banner trying to bring the Hulk out, and he just couldn't do it. At this point, you even see the rod up on Mark Ruffalo's back there. At one point, Paul Rudd, Scott Lang, actually makes eye contact with the top of the pole, so that's quite cool that they're getting, there's interaction there between those two characters. So these shots obviously look like the Battle of New York scene from the first film, and you can see in some shots the guys have just the uniforms on, but in other shots they've applied tracking dots, so some sort of special effect is going to be applied there. Obviously for Robert Downey Jr. that would be the Iron Man suit, but you can see Chris Evans and Ant-Man also have these tracking dots on their uniforms, so what's going on there we don't know. We know they've got those pads on their hands that are possibly something to do with time travel, so maybe they're going to apply some sort of whooshy effect to zoom them out of the shot when they whisk off back to the future. You can see them running up the street there with Cap towards Tony Stark, who sort of flags them down and they start a conversation, presumably going through some sort of plan. I suspect there's going to be heist elements to this movie. They're going to be going back in time and regaining the stones at a point before Thanos even had any of them. So we'll see how that pans out. They've obviously gone back to 2012 here. You can see from Cap's uniform in particular that it looks like the costume from Avengers 1, Avengers Assemble in the UK here, and I think we're going to see Hulk from Avengers 1, and we know that there's Thor and Loki from that movie too, so the actors have basically dressed up in their old costumes, and then we have Iron Man and Ant-Man from, well, our present, from the future, from the perspective of Cap there, who have come back in time to get the Tesseract and probably the Scepter as well. So they'll have two stones. I've heard a theory that Nebula is going to be going back in time to visit basically Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and end up having a mirror match kind of fight against herself. So that could be interesting. I'll do a follow-up video on that if you guys want to see that. We've also heard that there's going to be a subplot with Hawkeye and some sort of new Infinity Gauntlet, the Stark Gauntlet. We know that there's the mould for the Infinity Gauntlet because we saw it when Thor was creating his new axe. So Occam's razor obviously suggests that if something's in there, it's going to get used. So we've got some of the Avengers going back for the Tesseract. The question is, how are they going to get the Soul Stone? If they're going back in time, that one is presumably still with the Red Skull, and there'll need to be some kind of sacrifice made in order to get that one. So let me know down below how you think that one's going to play out. We've also got this pretty cool footage of Scarlet Witch being whisked backwards. This was from her final day of shooting for the Avengers, the pair of the movies. They shot them both at once over the course of a year basically. So this was her final shot, her final day on set, and as you can see, stunts featured quite heavily. It's hard actually to tell from this shot whether this could actually be from Avengers 3. A lot of people are saying it is from the fourth one. It could be part of the battle between Scarlet Witch and Vision versus some of the Black Order members.
But what do you guys think? Let me know your theories down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I've put a couple of links to other videos on the side here if you're watching on mobile or your tablet or whatever. Click on the links and let me know what you think of those videos too. Thanks for watching.